Purnamaste, Purnamaste everybody, welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart. I am a child who never listens to anyone. This child never listened. My grandparents that raised me, they say this child never listens. In school they said this child never listens. In high school they say this child never listens. No one. Unsocialized autistic child. You cannot socialize him. You cannot mold him. You cannot make him to be somebody who he is not. Somebody who we, the system, the parents, want him to be. So he's sick. And after then, I was in temples. First I was with some sects, you know, like Hare Krishna and that. With some boys still. I see, when you get into this, because they give you the most powerful mantra, then you think this is the truth, but they hook you up with the mantra, with the love of your soul. I see they cannot get free, you know, of that belief that through that channel they get the highest love, but the channel is their love, their heart. I knew this. So all these gurus, you know, in India, he is so divine, you're so divine, you have so much spiritual potential, you have everything. I mean, these sectarian gurus, you know, who want to enslave your soul. But you don't listen, you don't follow anything, you don't follow guru. There's no chance for you, sorry. Look, I'm enlightened, these gurus are still not, they are still enslaving souls. So, no one ever. I never listened to no one, only to myself. And I'm a crystalline baby, not only autistic. I always knew I'm here to teach. Like these children that are now here, they actually know that we are here to teach. They don't listen. They don't listen to anything. These are crystalline rainbow children as I am. We are not contaminated with this world. In this life I got it badly. Got traumatized badly, so I had to heal much. So I had to experience the trauma, abuse, abandonment, injustice, opposition, control, resistance, trying to change me and mold me of others. But no one could change me. No one could mold me. This child just would not listen to anyone but my own heart. Why? Just like these children that are coming now. And the parents, you know, so many times the parents say, these children don't listen to anything, these children don't listen to anyone, these children don't listen to anything, there's no chance for them, what will be their future? Well, they see your present. They see the present of this world. It's suffering. Everybody knows better for others. Try to change others, control others, teach them who to be, what to do what I say, to be what I say. And they see that everybody is controlling everybody, taking power and free will from everyone away. Trying to school and control. And they see this control, trying to change others to be as the system says you have to be. They see that everything what your grown-ups are doing in this world to each other, expecting, depending on each other, controlling, then getting disappointed, then blaming, hating, resenting, fighting. You know what these children see? These children see, hey, you babies, you cannot teach us nothing. We will not listen to this suffering, I'm sorry. They know this is suffering. They feel it. And they are pure. They are in pure alignment with the source that I am. And they listen only to their heart. They have the best guidance to be as they feel, to do what they feel, to play as they feel. They don't listen. That's why when you want to train them, when you want to school them, when you want to make them to listen, they don't listen. No? They just don't listen. And they start kicking and screaming, revolting. Like they know, they see how this world is living in opposition, in control, in slavery, in everybody controlling another government, controlling the population and all this shit. And they see the relationships, which is control, dependency, expectations, disappointment, attachments, blame, hate, resentment, fighting, suffering. They are love themselves. They are pure. They are in alignment with the source. They are crystalline, pure children. They don't listen to anything. Why would they? They are aligned with the source. They have brought the new consciousness, the consciousness of heaven, to earth. And they don't listen. And not that they don't only listen. Only you didn't listen. Your parents said that you don't listen to anything. And their parents said about them that they don't listen to anything. Why? 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 Because every next generation is upgraded consciousness that actually mastered the mistakes and fails and the lessons of the previous generation of consciousness, which you call parents. And that's why every next generation, the children come more evolved, more free, more connected, more aligned with themselves in their true power, more in the truth, more experienced. They mastered the level that their parents are in, and they are the next generation, the product of their level. So they don't listen. The next generation of children always comes to teach their parents the new way out of their mistakes. Like you see. Like if you are fighting, manipulating, and the child has to witness all this, child becomes traumatized, had problems in love, anxiety, depression, abuses, drugs. It teaches you, God damn it, you have taught him by your fighting, your negativity and drama, or even cheating, violence, or abandonment, dysfunctional. And they are just teaching you about what you're doing so you can get free. You know. And always the upgrade, the next level of consciousness embodied to teach the parents about their mistakes so they can rise and do better. So you see, these crystalline children are in the time. This is the end of times. This is the end of the matrix. This is the end of the old world. Matrix is collapsing. It is time for new earth, and unconscious is collapsing, getting to consciousness. And now these children are here, and they are different like you and generation before you. They have actually brought the heaven to earth. They have brought that pure consciousness, love, peace. And they know the better way. And they don't listen because they are so connected and so pure, untainted with karma from past lives. And they will not allow you to control them, teach them anything. You know? No. Because they know this system, teaching, schooling, telling you who to be, what to do. It's always somebody else telling them to be somebody else, to do something else, to be what others are, to do what others do, and to tell them this is right and how they feel inside is wrong. And indeed, this schooling and training children how to be, what to do, what is right, it's going against of their soul. It's going against of who they are, of how they feel to be in the heart. You tell them, stop playing, stop being joyful, and what you do, they are in pure alignment with the source. Listen, and this, your parents did this to you. You were in pure alignment with the source. And they told you, no, this is bad. This is bad that you're playing now. This is bad what you're doing, what you want to be. No, you have to be as I command you, as I teach you, as your teachers teach you, as your priest teaches you. So they are all the time actually teaching you, schooling you, correcting you, like molding you, like ego controls, resists, forces, has everything in control. And they are actually molding you against yourself. And so that you blame yourself for who you are. They are blaming you for how you feel and tell you to be better. And what they are teaching children, are their own past regurgitating what the old system problems are. Opposition, control, resistance, force, do it hard, force to get it, attachments, dependency, blame, guilt, giving power away. Just regurgitation of old consciousness, of old earth, of control, manipulation, resistance, force, which is actually the same consciousness, same energy that this world, the governments and the cabal is enslaving humanity, controlling, manipulating, schooling us to be how they want us to be. We would have to take vaccines and wear masks because they say this is right for you. And even if our soul, our body tells us no, this is bad for you. You see. But they teach now globally people to be afraid, to go against their soul, to go in the separation from self. Fear is the separation from self. You go out of alignment with yourself, you give your power away. And they teach all the things to humanity now to destroy their health, to know better for them. And they control, manipulate, gaslight. And just like parents do to their children, they say, it is the best for you. It is the good for you. We do it to protect you. We do it to save you. And it means we do it to control you, to take your power away, to enslave you. So, you have to understand that what government is doing and destroying this world, everyone is doing to each other in this world, is the unconscious shadow of humanity. Controlling, manipulating, knowing better for others, you know. And this is the same unconscious shadow of humanity. This is the same unconscious shadow of humanity that is actually unconsciously manipulating, controlling, trying to change others, aka teach them and school them what to be, what to do. Yeah. So you see. And they see that there's no problem in the world, there's no cabal, there's nothing. The cabal is just the reflection of the control, manipulation, trying to school others, correct others in the old ways, to go against the self. And they see, no, we will not listen. You will listen to us. They know very well that they are here to teach. And they know what you want to teach them. It's hell on earth. And they know that they are on earth to teach heaven on earth. I gave you my word, child that I am. I know that I'm here to teach. You cannot teach me anything, because when you try to teach me something, in what you're trying to teach me, I see that you are being a victim, you're giving your power away, you maybe want to control me, and you want me to be a victim, to give my power away. You teach me suffering that I'm free of. and I didn't teach before I was free of my suffering. That's kind of child I am. And these children feel the same way. What you want to teach them is the cause of hell on earth. So hell they won't listen. Hell they won't listen. They will scream so loud, resist so loud, that you will listen. Because they know they are aligned with the source. And they listen to the source, the truth. They are one with the truth and they feel the truth. And they know you are not in alignment with the source, that you are going against yourself, that you know, they feel, and they see this world. But they won't listen. They won't listen. They won't listen to somebody who is telling them that they have to be like the system says and do what the system says. It goes against the self. It takes them out of alignment with the self, out of who they are, out of joy, and in guilt, blaming themselves for who they are, so that they are good enough, so that they do what you say and be who they are. But they know what you're doing to them. They don't blame you because your parents did it to you, and their parents did to them, and their parents did to them, and there's no end. Who will you blame? Adam and Eve, who don't exist? The snake, you can blame the snake. No, there's no one to blame. I wanted to tell you that they were programmed in worse shit, and you cannot blame them. And their parents were programmed in the worst manipulation, in the worst control. Whew. My grandmother thought that sexual abuse of children is normal because it happened to her by her grandfather, always. She was so traumatized, so abused, but she was manipulated and controlled so much in guilt, so much in separation from herself, so much trained and schooled into the evil system, which that man thought that it is right. Pedophilia. If she didn't even consciously know that there's something wrong with it. When it happened to me, and when I brought it to consciousness after many, many years and healed it, she said, this is nothing, this is what my grandfather did. So you see, when you know this kind of stuff, oh my shit. When you see this, how parents are now just teaching children to be somebody else, to actually just repeat the mistakes what they are suffering in. So they can suffer in. It's nothing. Parents in past, like my grandmother was trained that sexual abuse is a normal family business. What the fuck? Huh? That's why she didn't know really what was wrong with it when I said that it happened to me. Water. Yes, and like this, what I said. The Christian rainbow children, they know that these parents are actually programming them and trying to school them against themselves into their old ways of control, of manipulation, of resistance, of violence even, of what they do very well, suffer in the matrix and create karma with other people. And then this crystal and rainbow children know that what is happening when the system and the parents is always telling you, no, you should not play Johnny, this is not who you are, no, you should not smile, no, you should not joke in the church, no, you should be polite here. They are always telling you to blame yourself for who you are, to blame yourself for who you are, and be just like others, be molded and in the box, controlled. And they know what happens from this. The ego, the negative ego is developed out of this. And actually they tell you that you must be afraid of being free, afraid of your emotions, afraid of following your heart. So then, you know, this happening first 7 years when the child is literally programmed. You know what then happens? All your life you are blaming yourself for what feels the best to you, for who you are, for what you want to do from the heart, that you are not good enough, that you have to be better, that you have to be like others, that you have to do the right because others are doing it. And always when what feels right to you, you blame yourself. No, you should do what others do. And you are afraid that you will lose everything, afraid of yourself. And you know, always when you want to express yourself, be who you are, that shadow blames you because your parents and the system actually blamed you to be somebody else. No, 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 I'm not good enough. I should be good, I should do right, I should not do what, I should not be myself. You know, and when you want to do what feels right in your heart, what your heart calls you, follow your heart, and you are afraid of yourself because they were telling you that if you will not follow the system and work hard and be in a matrix, you will lose everything, lose all the security. So you are afraid of yourself. You never follow your heart. You never do what is in your heart. You never express of yourself. And you blame yourself that you are not good enough. You don't deserve it. You are not worth it. And you blame yourself for who you are. You never express your truth. You never show yourself for who you are. You never do what your heart desires. You're actually blaming yourself and doing what doesn't feel right to you, suffering for others, or because others suffer. You are pretending to be somebody else, to people please, to be good enough, to do right. You are separated from yourself out of guilt, out of your power, and you're doing what everyone else is doing, and not what your heart desires. Because you are corrected and trained according to system to do right, and you are in separation from self, blaming yourself all your life for who you are. And these children actually know. These children actually know. These children actually know and see the shit that you are in, and that you want to program them and teach them in the shit that you are in. And they say, baby, no, we will not allow it. They say, we will not allow it. For sure. You know. And they don't listen to anything. They don't listen to anything. They want you to listen. Because they know there's no training. They want you just like them. Be yourself from the heart. Play as you feel the best. And you let others be to play as they set you free, and they just want to be themselves. And then you want to control them, tell them to stop, and like this, then they start screaming. They are teaching you that you have to be yourself, play from the heart as your heart desires, and you have to stop others who want to change you and correct you and take you in separation from self. They are teaching that we have to allow others to be who they are from the heart and be ourselves from the heart, and never correct and change or school anyone, but just support everyone in what is in their heart, and then maybe help them to move in that direction from the heart, in the true self. They teaching that they are their selves and they know who they are, and that's why if you want to tell them to be somebody else, they start kicking and screaming. They won't listen to anything. They know that if we resist, control, force, change others, we are to get karma, terrible suffering, and suffering, control, resistance, slavery. Separated from our power, we will blame others, resent, we will hate, we will fight, the world will end in wars. So they are teaching not to manipulate them, not to control them. They are actually teaching you that you let others be, to do their business, and that you have to respect what is given to you as a gift of love, joy, and you have to respect it if it's not given. For if you forcefully try to get, you control energy of others, you enslave others, you manipulate others, then you get terrible karma. You suffer in manipulation, enslavement yourself. All comes back to you. And they know that attachment is the root cause of pain and that you will suffer. They don't expect nothing. They want you to expect nothing from others. They want you to take everyone as a gift and not change others and know better for others, teach others, but let others be. But work on yourself to find yourself, to teach yourself to be yourself from the heart and not like others tell you. They are not allowing you to control them, manipulate them, teach them anything. They don't listen to anything because they want to tell you that you should not allow others to control you, manipulate you, tell you who to be and what to do. And you should let others be, and also you be yourself from the heart. Do what your heart desires. Take care of yourself and let others be as they choose. If you don't like what they do, if it doesn't resonate with you, they know this is opposition and violation, control, trying to change is cause of all war on earth, all opposition, violation. They know you should let them be alone, and you should do what you love. Play from the heart with those who play as you love. Birds of your feather, children of same feather, flock together of one feather. You know. And they know that only opposition and violation and control and manipulation is cause of all suffering on earth. They tell you, let them be alone. Don't focus on them. Let them be. Let the children play if you don't like how they play. You play yourself with those who play like you. They are teaching you not to change anyone, but change yourself from the heart as your heart desires, and mingle with those and focus on that, who you are, what is aligned with you, what you do not oppose, and you let others be in other dimensions. They are teaching you not to control, not to resist, not to school anyone, not to change anyone, but to be yourself as they are themselves, and don't listen to anyone but your heart, just as they won't listen anything to you, because they know they are here on earth for you to listen to them. You have to listen to them. Yeah. There's no other way. You have to listen to the children. They know what you want to teach them. It's hell on earth, control, manipulation. To school them against themselves. So they suffer in separation from themselves, blame themselves for who they are, they blame others then. They teach you freedom. They teach you freedom. To be free from the heart, to play now, in this moment. And let others be. Free as you are. And if you don't like their freedom, go away from them, let them be free. Focus on birds of your feather. We flock together. They really teach love, huh? They teach true love. They set you free, as they are free from the heart. You know? And you try to teach them not to be their self, to work hard against their self, to do what I say, to be as they say, that you would become a copy of them, copy of your shadow that is suffering. What they see, you want to teach them in suffering, in what they came you to free you from. So they are playing in the moment, screaming in the moment if you want to control them. And they're doing what I love now, playing in the moment, laughing, joking. But they know they want to teach you that if you are now here, this moment, and you do what your heart desires, and you are fully in the moment, and you do it from the heart, you are creating next moment. what you want to achieve in future by being it now, doing it now, and playing now from the heart. Not forcing hard, trying to get something in future, not being now here going against yourself, and you never get it because you force it away from yourself. You are always chasing it. You are not being it. You are not playing. You are not love. You are suffering in separation from it, and you try to get it. And now, what they do, you know what it does now is, you are never now here, and you never get it, and you get only suffering now here. But they teach you to really, they will not listen. They will not suffer to achieve something what is not now here. They know that in being now here, the joy from the heart and doing what you love fully in the moment from the heart, you are creating next moment to be aligned with this moment. And they are being present in a moment and playing to teach you there's nothing to achieve in future. You just have to do what you love now and do it well and be now here present. And expect nothing in future but the moment now. And whatever comes in the moment now is according to your vibration, gift of love. So you never get disappointed. And you are being your dream fulfilled. A child playing from the heart. Yours is the heavenly kingdom. And in this eternal now, in you being a child playing from the heart, and heavenly kingdom is within you. And you being a child, acting like a child from heaven, playing and letting others play. Heavenly kingdom is to come and manifest in this eternal now to you at the right time that doesn't exist in this moment, from you being the vibration of fulfillment. Children playing, and they know you cannot teach them anything. They are teaching you to be now here, yourself from the heart, playing from the heart, doing what you love now from the heart, in love, fully present in a moment, letting others be if you don't like what they do, and focusing on what you love, with those who you love, and doing what you love. So out with no opposition, no violation, no control, nobody trying to teach and school others. There's no suffering, no slavery, no control, no manipulation, no blame, no hate, no wars, nothing. Only heaven on earth, where children are playing from the heart in the moment now, in greatest joy, from their true self, as they can play now, and let others be to play in the heart, in their true joy, in their greatest joy, and let them be themselves, and controlling, opposing, trying to school no one, but letting everyone play from the heart, aligned with the highest teacher source that I am, from the heart that I am you. You know, let the children teach you, for there is the heavenly kingdom on earth. You're living in hell in your mind, and you want to teach them old ways that are actually unconsciously creating hell on earth, but they know they are here to teach heaven on earth. Let the children teach you, for there is the heavenly kingdom. For you have to become a child again, so yours is to be heavenly kingdom on earth. You cannot teach these children anything. These children are here to teach you heaven and earth, in example, in being angels from heaven, playing from the heart fully in the moment now, never going against the self, controlling, manipulating, trying to change no one, being now here and letting others be, and allow no one to control them, change them, manipulate them, to go against the self, to blame themselves. Yeah. They don't do to others what no one does to them, you know. And they are just being the children. They are just being the children, and they teach heaven on earth. No one can control them, they control no one. No one can teach them anything, for they are not teaching you by force. They are teaching you by playing from the heart, being themselves, never controlling you, manipulating you, never controlling you, manipulating others, aka teaching, schooling others, but being their self from the heart, playing, and they want you to be their self and yourself and play from the heart. They are never controlling you, disturbing you, manipulating you. They give you peace, they give you heaven on earth, to be yourself from the heart. So when you try to manipulate them and control them, they give you hell on earth that you give them. They start kicking and screaming because they know you're giving them hell. They are here to teach you heaven and teach you to stop creating the hell, telling others who to be, what to do, molding them to be according to the system, according to as they have to be. Letting others be free from the heart, and you setting yourself free, so we can live in heaven on earth when everyone is free to be their self, to play from the heart in greatest joy, and let other children play from the heart in greatest joy. For you have to become a child again, for yours is the heavenly kingdom on earth. I give you my word. I'm eternal child. I never grew up. No one ever could control me. I always knew I'm here to teach. For look, I'm being myself, crazy as that I am, playing from the heart always. But look, I don't control no one. I don't teach anyone anything. I don't teach anyone what to be, what to do. I don't manipulate anyone. I actually give you my word for you to realize that you are not your mind that wants to control others, teach others, and that others can teach and control and tell who to be and what to do. That's the separation from yourself that can be programmed. But you realize that you are not your mind, and be yourself, your own truth. I don't know what this is, and do what your heart desires, what feels the best to you. You only know this. And with no guilt, no blame, being yourself from the heart and letting others be, so we can become children again, for ours is the heavenly kingdom on earth. I give you my word. And if anybody wishes to offer a donation, if anybody wishes to offer a support to the art of the word that I am, do know that you are so welcome from the heart. Do know, and I'm playing here. I'm only doing what I love. I will not deal with you in comments. I will not chat with you, but I'm giving the highest treasures, because I'm free of the suffering that I teach others to get free themselves of their mind. So maybe you receive a lot more that you could ever give. But I'm so grateful for every single donation. Nothing is forced, nothing is manipulated. Only what is given is a free gift of your love I receive, as I'm giving you the word that I am free gift of love for everyone. And I'm so grateful for everyone, whoever offers me a donation. You feel what you receive, and I'm so grateful, thank you. And that's why I don't do anything else on Facebook but videos, but I write. I'm allergic to the mind. You see, I get disturbed on comments. I teach them, then I would use all the time to be an angry teacher at the mind in comments. I cannot afford that. So you see, and I'm so grateful for your donation. And I want to give you a special gift. I just want to give you my best energy. Don't chat with me about it. Don't ask me about it. You have my word that I do it. I'm very clairsentient healer. I do quantum white light source healing, and for me is enough to connect with you through your PayPal. I mean, when in PayPal I see your donation, whatever it is, and I connect with your email, and I connect with your being, and I do source quantum white light source healing on you, beyond time and space, so you don't need to know anything. You have my word that I do it. God knows I do it. I always keep my word. And you see, and better for me to not to know anything about your condition, because then I can focus fully on your being free of all afflictions. And quantum, my healing, I'm not like other healers who promise you heaven. You're not buying this. I don't promise you healing or anything. You're not buying healing. You are giving donation to a spiritual master. And spiritual master that I am does healing on you out of love, because I'm so grateful for the energy that you've given me, that I want to give you my best energy. But look how it is. I cannot heal you. I cannot save you. You know, my healing works as much on you and you work on yourself. You can utilize it all or you can reject it all. If you let others control you, manipulate you, school you, tell you what to do, who to be, you are blaming yourself for who you are. You are being in guilt, in ego, in separation from self, in your mind. No one can heal you, no one can save you. And if you control others, tell others who to be, manipulate them, know better for them, and you're suffering in karma, in control, manipulation. You are not being yourself out of guilt. You are in separation from self, and you are trying to change others, and then you suffer in manipulation, in karma, in control. Others trying to change you. No one can save you, no one can heal you. I don't know what my healing can do for you then. And you are attached, you expect on others. But if you really let others be free, who they are, you let them be who they are. They know the best. If you cannot deal with them, you walk away from them. You bless them to be free as you are free. And you yourself are who you are from the heart. Do what you love. No guilt, no fear. And be yourself, you know. And do what you feel. You follow your heart. You don't allow no one to school you. And you don't school anyone. You're being yourself. You letting everyone be. You heal yourself. You save yourself from all suffering, from all karma. Because you don't control anyone. Change anyone. No one can change and control you. You're free of suffering. I give you my word. Yeah. So you see, that's how it is. And I give you my word, for every donation, healing is performed. But you heal yourself, you save yourself. And I only accept the donation done from the heart, with joy, gift of love. As I said before, we children teach that. Because this video I'm doing out of greatest joy from my heart, and healing I'm doing out of greatest joy from my heart. But to chat and to guide you and all these things, no, thank you. I'm not here for that. I always say this because otherwise people forget. You have my word, for every donation, healing performed. And everyone, you have my word. You have to free yourself from others trying to control you, manipulate you, tell you who to be, what to do. I never tell you that. I tell you, you are not your mind. You find your answers within who you are. I don't know. I don't have your answer. I'm only guiding you to find your own answer. Be yourself. Do what your heart desires and do what you love. And you let others be, as you are free yourself to be their self from the heart. And if you don't like what they do, you let them be free. You don't oppose, violate, control, try to change anyone. No one can control, oppose, change you. You are an angel from heaven and earth. You heal yourself, you save yourself. You set others free, you set yourself free. You're free as I am, free of all karma, all manipulation, all control, all consumption of energy, all slavery, all giving of power away, all guilt and fear to be yourself. And you can be love yourself as I am from the heart. And do what your heart desires in the moment now from your true self, like I give you my word. Much love. Pur Namaste. Pur Namaste.